Hi, in this episode we are going to see how we can cheat lexical scoping. So in the last episode we saw what lexical scoping is, and in this case let's see how what tools we have in JavaScript to cheat lexical scoping a little bit. So what lexical scoping means that when the compiler looks at the function bus, it already knows that the variable vehicle is not inside it. That's exactly what lexical scoping means, because that decision has already been taken by the author to have the variable vehicle in function lab and not in function bus. However, the cheating can be done by like this, and so we can pass an argument called string, and we can just eval string. So eval is the magical thing which can let us cheat lexical scoping. So here I can pass var vehicle is equal to bus. So what it's doing is that I'm passing a string here, and that string will be evaled here, and through that evaluation process on runtime I am declaring a new variable called vehicle inside bus. So this is exactly what I was referring to in the last episode when I mentioned that it's possible that the code what the compiler is seeing is not the code that will be executed on the runtime, because on the runtime, by using tools like or methods like eval, the a variable which is not present at the compile time can be made present during the runtime. So in this case, let's run this code, and now it has become car and bus. However, if I comment the code out and if I run it, then it will be car and car. So we are able to get around the lexical scoping by using eval. So what is the issue here? The problem is that anytime the JavaScript runtime looks at eval, it has no idea what the value of the string will be. Maybe you are just passing a variable. Maybe you are just calling the method like this: variable a is equal to b plus c, or something like that. But JavaScript runtime has no way of guaranteeing that you are not doing this. Since it does not guarantee, it has no idea it can guarantee like that, it has to drop lots of performance optimization techniques that comes along with the compiler design. So because of that, the code will be running much slower. In the previous, without eval, the JavaScript runtime can be sure that there is no variable vehicle in the function bus, but with the eval it is no longer sure, so it has to constantly check, hey bus, do you have this variable? Yes and no, and then proceed. So because of this reason, eval is it's highly encouraged to not use eval. Okay, so eval is one thing. The other tool is with. I'm not going to go in detail with because not many people use it, but with is another tool which can be used to so I'm going to create a new snapshot, and in this one I had previously written this code. So in the case of with, what happens is that so here we have a vehicle, and I have this vehicle object has color, model, city, and I am printing console.log. Let me run this code. I'm printing this red BMW and Miami, but you see in the code I constantly have to see vehicle.color, vehicle.model, vehicle.city. So with vehicle I can do with vehicle, and then I directly can access color, model, and city. So that's the benefit of a vehicle. There are some side effects of vehicle which can help you get around the lexical scoping issue, and that's another reason why with is highly discouraged and should not be used. And already you can see the warning that comes with. And I think, I'm not sure, let me check that. I think if you use strict, then then it will be an error. Let's see, error. Width is not allowed in strict mode. Yeah. So in the strict mode, width is completely not allowed. So that's a good thing. That's it about this episode. I'll see you next time.